just snapped that one up.
I think there's a bit of a delay there on that feed. I think Kelly had really come through that middle channel nice and strong, but probably a bit slow to let that go. But great intercept there.
Yeah, and anticipation coming off her player to do that. And good ball finds Lou Madden under the post. She makes no mistake. It takes Corowa to 4 goals, leading the Magpies 2. And Newton strong on the drive, had Hunter on her tail, but was prepared to come hard at it. Grady just hesitated. Hunter's out, taking up some space. Genvy looks for Newton in the pocket. Prentice just getting hands to that. And again, so Zoe Prentice already getting her hands to lots of balls here. Looking like she's going to try and have a bit of an impact. As we see, the big ball from Hunter finds Cannon on circle edge.
Yeah, I think Zoe's a really good matchup in that, against that mid-court, whether it's, manning up on Leah or Izzy. She's got that speed, she's got that agility, and she's just reading that ball so well. Yeah,
and she probably doesn't play right on the body, which...
No, we can see now how she's setting up.
Yeah, and I think Izzy likes to know where her players are, so she probably doesn't mind a play that's on her body. So just having Zoe sitting off will take probably her a little bit of adjusting. As we see Umansky, nice strong hold there with a penalty under the ring. Kelly Keane is going to take that for the Magpies. It pops out and Hanrahan and Hunter are able to pull that in. So both sides looking to move it quite quickly down the court. And I think that's a feature of both sides. There's a huge ball to Madden. They've put up a few big ones already, so I'm sure Wangaratta are going to be onto that and be looking to set up so that high ball isn't coming in so easy. Corowa go to 5. Leading the Magpies 2. Frauenfelder forced to go back to Cannon and again back to Prentice. So Wang here really applying the defensive pressure. Cannon in the pocket, looking for someone to come forward. So Frauenfelder, probably one of the shortest GAs in the league, and just pops out, and Katie Dean under that. So Newton with a great drive through the middle, just couldn't pull it in. So it will be interesting to see if both sides want to try and maintain this pace, or whether one side deliberately tries to just add a change of pace and stop it a little bit, just to disrupt the timing of the other side. I don't think they can maintain this for 4 quarters.
No, I don't think so. Frenetic. And I think the thing about, interestingly, like Corowa was a very different side to maybe...
Oh, that was a blast. Grady nearly took Newton's head off with that ball.
I think even though the side looks very different to what it has, when they were playing in those finals, the rivalry for Corowa and Magpies, it's still there. So I don't think that we'll see a change in that pace until maybe next quarter.
Yeah.
I think the next 10 minutes is going to be just like this.
Full on.
Great finish from Amanda there.
Absolutely. And we saw some brilliant athleticism there by Izzy Newton to keep a ball in and have the sense to be able to get it to Thorpe before working to circle edge. So, yes, I think there was it was a bit spicy the last time these two teams played.
Yeah,
really competitive game, yeah. So interested to see what today brings as Madden takes Corowa to 7, leading the Magpies 3. And
great second phase.
Great, yeah. Just drag and drop to top of the circle. Finds Umansky. She makes no mistake. And I know when I got the teams from Kelly, she was they were a bit undecided who they were going to start, whether it was going to be Amanda or Georgia. So obviously gone with Umansky. Yeah,
I think Kelly just brings in that really calm sort of presence in that attacking end. And when you've got such speed moving through it, she's a good one to have in there. But then bringing in Georgia just totally changes up the dynamic as well.
It sure does. Yeah, Kelly just... When you've got all these really quick, intense players around her, she's able just to steady, isn't she?
And she came on last week against Lavington and made a real impact. Great hands there.
Well, she's so dangerous, so she's always going to drag her, one of the defenders.
Yep.
You cannot afford to leave her, as we see. Pass from Cannon to Madden, went astray. Grady going up for that. She's fallen hard.
Yeah,
and
she looked a bit uncomfortable when she landed there.
Yeah, she's not bouncing up. She does have a bit of a history of back issues, so that would have hurt, I reckon, falling the way she did there. Genevieve trying to create the turnover, but Corowa getting the ball back. So they'll look again. You can see Bayern there looking for the big one. Opted against it. They're just resetting to the line. Wang really just sitting off and creating some hesitation on those feeds in. Dean in the front position. Grady from behind getting the tip. She's still taking some big breaths down there, Hannah Grady. And we see they're just splitting those shooters, forcing Madden and Indiana Frauenfelder wide.
I think that's the strength of, Katie and Hannah, that split ring.
Oh, they do it so well. Good at it, aren't they? Absolutely. Madden, uncharacteristic miss, so chases it, but Thorpe coming in. Madden didn't want to take her on for that ball. She let her have that one. So Dean just being held up here again. Wang from that defensive work of Corowa before breaking it. And Umansky, great front position there, stronghold. Puts that one away for the Magpies. Wangaratta, go to 5, trailing the Roos 8. Madden out of the circle high. Great drive ball back into post, yep. So just creating a mismatch there. That is a huge ball. And not even Amanda Umansky or Sophie Hanrahan can pull that one in.
I think she saw Sophie hedge out for that ball to Kelly, which she did very well, and then recovered back to put that pressure on.
So Corowa with the turnover. Bayern, a quick turn and release. Finds Frauenfelder. Minutes gone on the NZ Albury time clock. Corowa having to work it around Frauenfelder. Front doesn't turn, look at the post, opts for the refeed. Corowa with a 5-goal lead. We've gone 10.5 minutes.
Yeah, with that 5-goal lead, I would imagine that we might see some changes early from Shea this week. We, having the game against Lavington last week and a bit of a blowout, changes weren't made. They, continued on as usual. So whether or not Shea chooses to let the team fight it out or make a few little changes. Yeah,
and if Hannah's a bit sore after that 4, whether we see a swap between her and Brooke Thorpe at quarter time too, could be on the cards, and certainly would be reminiscent of the first half of their season, the way those girls lined up. As we see Genevieve threads the needle to find Umansky at the back of the pack. Pops out, but she's in the rebounding position. Hunter does everything she can, but can't pull that one in. Teammates in Melbourne for the Ovens and Murray side were Hunter and Umansky, so be a little bit familiar with each other. As Frauenfelder swings it across to Hunter.
Oh, unlucky.
Bit of a miscommunication there with Cannon. So Wang mopped that up. Chance to get another turnover here late in this first quarter. Genevieve drives to circle edge and into that space of Umansky. And because they're just putting it out in front of her, even though she's not getting it on the first catch, it's in the front of her and Hanrahan can't get to it.
Yeah, the usual feed's probably high and over to Amanda, but you can see they're just dropping that ball a little bit more. I think the defensive pressure from Corowa is fantastic. Like every ball is contested.
Yeah, and great hands over.
Beautiful touch there and chase up from Leah.
Speaking of defensive pressure, Bayern with a wonderful tap and then follow up.
Finishes it off. Good job.
Madden takes Corowa to 12, leading the Magpies 7.
Oh, so there's been a change. I didn't even notice that. So Kelly's come off and George has rolled into goal attack.
There's so much happening down the other end. You just don't notice some of these rolling subs sometimes. So a couple of minutes to go in the quarter. Georgia just coming on, getting a bit of a run. Thorpe looks long, finds Newton through the middle, down the line to Clark. He's immediately into the action, plays that front position, opts to go back off the circle, create a bit more space, and there's a space for Umansky. Great vision by Genvi to see that too. She finishes off, takes Wangaratta to 8 with 2 minutes to go in this quarter. Clark, quick off the line. Oh, and Newton has gone down and is in a world of hurt. I couldn't see what.
That's not good if she's not jumping up.
You're right, for Izzy Newton not to bound up something.
No.
She's crying. She's in quite a bit of pain. So I think we're going to see a little bit of a break here, and that is absolutely devastating for Wangaratta if that is something serious. She's not grabbing at her ankle or her knee, and I think they're trying to work out what it might be. Looking like knee. That seems to be what they're pointing to. Georgia Clark, paramedic.
Yeah, and we just see Paula Henry heading to the bench, also a nurse. We're very lucky at Wangaratta Magpies that we've got
incredibly lucky.
Some nurses and paramedics whenever we've got things happening. But not much keeps Izzy down, so that's very worrying.
Absolutely devastating. If it's we just fingers crossed that it's not as bad as what it looks. And Mandy Umansky just carries Izzy Newton off the court. You don't get to see that very often.
No. And she's smiling, which is good. It might have just been, Izzy doesn't get hurt very often, so it might have just taken the wind out of her, and she might just need a few minutes to reset, or we might not see her.
And isn't that great?
Her back.
Great team play by Umansky, just lifting her and taking her off.
Well, there's not much of her.
No, there isn't, is there?
And we can see just to add to that, we've got Hannah got a bit of a shoe change going on back there.
Wardrobe malfunction. So Shay Crims has come into that wing attack position, replacing Newton. She's got some blankets and around her at the bench, and
I think we've got some ice as well. I can just see Paula. I think it's the knee from what I can see.
In a bit of pain there. So the game restarting. About a minute and a half to go in this quarter. Umansky under the post. And look, Wang just need to, that potentially could be quite unsettling. So if they can just regroup for the last minute or so of this quarter, and then they'll be looking forward to this quarter time break, I think, just to gather themselves again.
Great pressure there.
Yep, some fantastic defence where forces the mistake there from Corowa. So Dean to Thorpe to Grady. Whoop, she was a bit too much on that. So Corowa back again.
And Katie.
Dean, well read. Just blasting
she
away. She
won't be happy with that.
Yeah. Just needing to probably take that option back to Katie Dean and reset and allow those mid-quarters just the opportunity to clear and then drive back onto the ball. And Thorpe, well read. So it's a little bit scattered just at the minute as both sides switch back on. Umansky strong in front.
Yeah, nice draw.
Looks to fake and draw the obstruction and does so. Steps in front of Hanrahan to take that clear shot, but bounces out and off Corowa. So about 30 seconds to play. Clark with the ball on the baseline for Wangaratta to Genvi. 1-2. Opts to go over to Umansky. Out in front, but Hunter just able to get a tip to it. Corowa with an opportunity. They'll have to play it quickly.
You can really see the doubt in the feeders with the defensive pressure from Sophie and Sally. Like they've got those hands, they're getting around.
And there we go. That's a quarter time here at the Wang Showgrounds. It's Corowa 12 leading the Magpies 8. This is O&M Live, and on O&M Live you won't miss a thing.
What's your future look like? Where do you want to be? Whatever it looks like, with GoTAFE, you've got this. Get real skills for real jobs and careers right now. Search GoTAFE today.
At 2AY, we're your home of live sport. Every weekend we bring you the best live broadcasts of the Ovens and Murray football and netball. Listen this weekend on your radio or the 2AY app.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor. Able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community.
.0% alcohol. This changes everything.
the rules. Carlton 0.
Half price until half time is on in the locker room. Watch Friday night AFL footy action live on our big screen and get half price selected beers until half time. On now in the locker room at the SS&A.
Pain or injury can stop you from living life to the fullest. Albury-Wodonga Private Hospital specialises in advanced orthopaedic services and offers a full range of care from diagnosis to surgery and rehabilitation. Get back to the life you love with our support.
The Ovens and Murray Football League is proudly sponsored by Opal. Thinking packaging? Discover Opal.
Welcome back to O&M Live Netball. We're at the Wangaratta Showgrounds. It's the Magpies taking on the Rutherglen Roos, who are leading at quarter time, 12 goals to 8. The big news out of that quarter being that Izzy Newton has gone down with a suspected knee injury. It didn't look good. She's left the court area, and as we said, for Izzy to go down like that, it's not a good sign.
No, it's not.
So Corowa with the centre pass, Prentice. So no changes for Corowa. They've stayed the same. And Magpies have stayed the same as what they finished up as well. As we see Madden pops out and Wang under that. So creating a great turnover off the rebound there. Quick transition of Genevieve to Crimmins. She is quick.
I think what Shay will bring to this game, like she's got a bit of a different pace and how she moves, but her feeds to Amanda are just pinpoint perfect when they're on. So I think she won't have that fear to let go of the ball. And
absolutely, and it's a bit of a mismatch her on Zoe Prentice. Yeah. Zoe won't be able to afford to sit too far off her because Shay just is so smart and quick on that timing and that pop. So it will create a bit of a change there. As you see, the ball launched from Bayern to Madden. She's probably launched a couple of those. Just needs to probably balance, take an extra pass and use those feeders around her as Dean finds Thorpe. Releases to Grady. Prentice coming through, did so safely, but able to hold the ball with the Magpies, and they've found Demiansky under the post. That was a smart pull out by Prentice.
And just, I think, to see Georgia just settle on that pass, could have launched that into Amanda. She took a second just to have a look. And they just needed to really take their opportunities.
Yep. And that's smart, just stopping and play. Just disrupts the timing of the defenders as well when they do that. So we see the ball over the sideline here. It will be an offside call. So Hanrahan to Prentice to Fraunfelder. Oh, and Genevieve tripped too. Jeez, please bounce up. So I think she just tripped over her own feet there. So Cannon finds circle edge Fraunfelder. Opts for the 1-2, and that opens up Madden. But
well, good hands from Hannah there.
Yes, enough of a tip and the loose ball. They were able to pounce on it. Genvi is in everything. Her speed through that mid-court has been phenomenal, and I'd be looking to change up, I think, the centre court for Corowa. I think it's a bit of a mismatch.
And that confidence there to let that ball go.
Yeah, you just feel like Wang have gone up another level just this quarter. Clark steps in, Hunter over it, but opts to pop it over to Yamansky. She's right under that post.
And one of George's strengths, she's got that speed, but she's also can shoot from distance. So you don't lose that ability to take those long shots when you move between her and Kelly.
And the umpire's found a breaking call. Yeah, you're right. And I think when she turns and shoots and sinks one or two of those long ones and has that confidence, she just looks deadly. Reminds me a lot of Emily Stewart like that. When their confidence is high and they turn and shoot, it's hard to stop. Umpire just found a holding call there. I think Soph liked that. Clark steps in front. Cannot see over the hands of Hunter, so opts to find Umansky. Pops out, but again, Clark in the front position. Umpire lets some contesting go, and Corowa coming down with it. And I think Prentice has probably been one of Corowa's best too. A bit of a loose ball there, but she's been very dynamic through their mid-court.
Yeah, she has been. And I think Maggies need to move this with a change of pace. I think slow it down a little bit, make sure of their options.
Yeah, the quick 1-2's on, and then it's a matter of changing it up, isn't it? Great vision to find Clark coming out of the circle through the mid-court there. Genevieve, again, the quick 1-2 to Crimmins. And wasn't it a brilliant write-up that Shay Crimmins' husband did on her for the Wang Magpies Facebook page? It was just outstanding.
It was beautiful. And I just think that what an achievement for her and
Clark,
to share that with her dad as well.
Beautiful, wasn't it? Because I think anyone who was around remembers that, was it 18 on...
2019.
It was the 19 premiership where her father had just passed the week or so before, and I think she played in a grand final and then had his funeral just several days later. So
I think we all just acknowledge for Shay to get through that week like she did, and to, you know, like Cam said, not even to show up but to perform. I just think just shows how much of a competitor she is. She's so resilient.
Absolutely. As we see Clark sink a beautiful goal. So 12 goals apiece here. Wang have pulled it back.
Great pressure there.
And really stepped up the pressure for this mid-court Corowa. Just finding it hard to cross that transverse line. Forced to go back to Hunter. Fronfelder again. You can just see the work rate here of Thorpe and Genevieve just trying to shut down that pass to circle edge.
Yeah, and I think, you know, not having, Brooke in the ring, you lose that height, but having her out in that mid-court, you can just... she really puts it, great shot there, puts it out in the feeders because she plays off that body and you just don't know where she's going to come through.
Yeah, the presence she has out there. So Genevieve front cut into the top of the circle, the pass to
that was a great pick up there.
Had ran on the end of it but couldn't keep her toes inside the court, so very unlucky. Clark will take the ball from the Magpies, opts to go across to Genevieve. So Clark really coming into her own here and creating a lot of movement, and it's keeping Hanrahan and Hunter really busy.
Yeah. And
they can't afford to really let her go, as we spoke about earlier.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We've just seen her shoot two nice balls from far. Oh, that's unlucky footwork call there. And Georgia is a real leader out there. You can just see her, let's just slow it down a bit, take our time.
Yeah, she's playing with some great confidence. The fake to Clark, and then finding Umansky over the top. Smart play there. Pops short, and Hanrahan had her name all over that. Can't afford to do that against her, unfortunately. Usually Amanda rebounds any of those balls she misses, but today will be a challenge. Prentice, 1-2 with Fronfelder. Madden calling for it. Just gets past the hands of Dean. That was a very close call and makes no mistake. Corowa go to 14, leading the Magpies 13. We've gone 6.5 minutes here on the NZ Albury time clock.
Katie did say to me before the game what my taglines might be today, and I think for her it's going to be nearly there. Nearly had it. Nearly touched it. Great shot.
Umansky with a beautiful goal. Second quarter action brought to you by Cavalier Homes. You feel like this game could potentially just go goal for the remainder of it. As we see Cannon, quick release to Fronfelder. No one coming at her, forced to go back.
Oh, Hannah, great hands in there. I think that you can see Corowa have just slowed the pace down in that mid-court a little bit, so they've taken a bit of that edge off.
And Madden's staying fairly close to the post, so it's really relying on those other girls around her to get it to her. As we see Fronfelder put one up for Corowa, take them to 15. So Grady looks long, has to go back into the back space to find Genevieve. Clark with that fake, trying to draw a defender, but held ball. So strong defensive efforts there from Corowa. Hanrahan to Prentice in front, back to Hanrahan. Bine coming up through the middle. And again, Prentice working it all the way the transition.
Yeah,
she's done that well
huge
today.
in their transition out of defence.
And Fronfelder just nails the pass to Lou Madden. Takes Corowa to 16. So they've gone out to a 2-goal lead. 8 minutes down here on the NZ Albury time clock. Oh, and that was dangerous. Grady was out there hunting. And just a loose ball to Bine in the pocket.
Yeah, I think that's where Corowa has been losing a few of the balls this quarter. It's actually not on that first ball defence from Maggies. It's just forcing that pass and putting a bit more on it, or not having the options and having to just let one go.
Yeah, and just some loose balls, and we see there a tip. But Magpies able to mop up there. Grady with some bullet passes today. You wouldn't want to be on the end of those just quietly.
Letting them rip. Oh, Shay, great movement there just to lose defender.
Yeah, and Genevieve just knew that that's where she was going and just released that ball. So Yamansky's drawn the penalty under the post. She sinks this, and she does. Well, she takes Wang to 15 goals.
So this might be Wang's first chance to equal the score.
And Crimmins
I
just fell in the circle. I think thought there might have been a contact.
I think she might have been helped over then.
Grady just picked up the intercept but lost it on the pass into Yamansky. Hanrahan went hunting on that occasion. Corowa. So you just feel like it's getting a little bit more contested and neither side is really changing up what they're doing. Been a bit of tennis this last couple of minutes. You can hear some voices from the Corowa bench saying breathe. And another loose ball. Thorpe on the end of that.
Nice and easy here. Yep.
Oh. Prentice looking to try and get a tip, but
offside.
Just went offside there. So Clark, top of the circle to Genevieve. Looks for the 1-2. There are hands everywhere. It is so hard, even from our angle, to see where the shooters are. Corowa arms everywhere. Clark comes up with the ball.
A bit short.
Short on that one. Able to keep it in, but, well, no, she didn't keep it in. She thought she did, but Corowa with the baseline throw in. So you can see Wang just sitting off in the space here, trying to create some doubt.
Well done, Georgia.
Clark. Great chase, though, by Prentice.
She is playing absolutely fantastic today.
She is, yeah. She's certainly been outstanding. Bayern settles and waits for Canada to come to her. She turns. What a great release to Madden.
Nice finish.
Corowa move to 17, leading the Magpies 15 on the X-Ray Group scoreboard. Just stationary there was Madden. Didn't take her feet to the ball. Hannah Grady able to come through. But the ball is over the line. So Corowa with the throw in.
Oh, she read that.
Dangerous pass to Cannon across the circle. Grady went hunting, couldn't pull it in.
That was strong hands by Brooke there.
Dangerous passing. Corowa go to 18. So last time these two met, Wang won the game, but they led from the start. And as we said, Corowa did have that injury to Lou Madden, but they a 9-goal win on that occasion to Wangaratta. Fronfelder with the shot. Makes no mistake. Corowa go to 19. We've got a 4-goal lead. Only a few minutes to play in this quarter. Starting to move the ball a little bit more confidently into and around the circle, finding a bit more space these last couple of minutes.
Yeah, and I think we probably
one.
haven't spoken a lot about Brooke Cannon in that attacking end, but she is just kind of going about her business, getting some beautiful circle edge, beautiful feeds in there.
Yeah, she's very quick to catch and release, and she's got the defenders a couple of times off.
Yeah, and it's nearly like you're not even noticing because she's so quick to get rid of that ball and has that vision.
Yeah, she brings a great height too in that wing attack position.
I think Wayne just probably need to lower the ball a little bit there, starting to go up high for a lot of their passes, and maybe just bring that down a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't afford to go high.
Yeah,
with
get
those
the defenders forcing them to come around the body and do a bit more work there.
Front footer back. Corowa just looking for the reset. Cannon. And there's that quick turn and release just over the hands of Grady into Madden.
And just again, Hannah got that nice front position, but just that feed was pinpoint.
It's 21 play 16, so 5-goal lead to Corowa. They've been able to extend it this quarter after Wang came back and levelled it. Oh, 2-on-1 there. They opted to go to Yemansky. And it did go out, but it was off Corowa, so... Clark with the long bomb.
there.
Great goal there. Takes Wang to 17. Minute and a half to play in this quarter. Cannon hot off the line. Forced to go back to Prentice again. Forced to go back to Hunter. So just prepared to work it around.
They are. I think this quarter they've really just settled into a pace that's a bit better for them, and they are refeeding double plays.
And I think that slower pace has caught Wang out of fraction too. They're having to now adjust to that. Oh, Genby on the run. I think she heard footsteps, but she held firm. Clark, great pass to Genby in the pocket.
There, good hand, Sophie.
Yeah.
I think Wang are doing what they can. They're doing the front drives. They're faking that ball, and Sophie is just reading that. Oh, Georgia.
Yeah, she's in some good form. I watched the game Wednesday night, and she certainly had a cracking game in the VNL final. So she's coming off some good form, as we see. Prentice again through the mid-court. 1-2 with Bayern.
Yeah, she's just critical in this transition. I think Wayne probably needs to look at shutting her down.
Yeah, she has been
coming out.
She?
Yeah.
Yep. And great to see her, as we see Lynn Madden get another goal, really starting to develop confidence that wing defence role as a junior. When she was playing 7 under, she was a circle defender, won a league best and fairest in the 17 under in her final year there as a goal defence. So made the transition to wing defence and really starting to, I think, understand and learn that position. And I'm sure Hanrahan would be teaching her plenty as well. So we see Bayern balances up, finds Cannon. They're finding a lot more space now, Corowa. 2-on-1 to Madden, but doesn't come off. So there's the half-time bell. It is Corowa Roos 22 leading the Magpies 17 here. This is O&M Live, and on O&M Live you won't miss a thing.
What's your future look like? Where do you want to be? Whatever it looks like, with GoTAFE, you've got this. Get real skills for real jobs and careers right now. Search GoTAFE today.
At 2AY, we're your home of live sport. Every weekend we bring you the best live broadcasts of the Ovens and Murray football and netball. Listen this weekend on your radio or the 2AY app.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community.
.0% alcohol. This changes everything.
Rewrite the rules. Carlton 0.
price until half time is on in the locker room. Watch Friday night AFL footy action live on our big screen and get half-price selected beers until half-time. On now in the locker room at the SS&A.
Pain or injury can stop you from living life to the fullest. Wodonga Private Hospital specialises in advanced orthopaedic services and offers a full range of care from diagnosis to surgery and rehabilitation. Get back to the life you love with our support.
The Ovens and Murray Football League is proudly sponsored by Opal. Thinking packaging? Discover Opal.
The Rutherglen Roos 29 lead, the Magpies 28. We are in for a ripping last quarter, I think. Looking at some changes. So for Corowa, Leah Byam back into centre. Amity Drayton off and Brooke Cannon back to wing attack. Magpies have opted to stay the same as we see players desperately going for the ball. Clark's still in that wing attack position. And great feed to Keane on the move in. We've had a bit of a wardrobe malfunction down there. Mandy Yametsky just getting herself dressed and we'll be right to go. Keane with the long shot.
Oh, I nearly rebounded that, but she had it. I think some missed opportunities for the Magpies in the ring today, and Corowa have really capitalised on those. Great chase there by Leah Bean.
And I guess that's the pressure those Corowa defenders mind, that if you miss, you're really going to be struggling to get a rebound.
Yep.
And that's just that pressure before you even take the shot, as we see. The Wang defenders working overtime here to cover Madden. Madden calling for it from behind. It was probably never on. Katie Dean in front position. Grady goes down court to Clark. Jen.
Yep, nice.
And great ball movement and timing from knowing there.
Those triangles just really work for them. Yeah.
So it's 29 goals apiece. Scoreboard. It's going to be a big last quarter as we see. Have we got on them? You just
No. Well, I think last time we were here, Raiders, I tipped Raiders by 2 and I won.
Yeah. Yes. It'll be interesting to see Corowa being a new side, how they stand up if this quarter stays really tight. Some young girls in that group. Obviously, Wang incredibly experienced. To Prentice on the move. Between either side, it's been very even. Cannon over, dangerous. Thorpe comes out hunting. Throw in, goes the way of Corowa. Fraunfelder and Cannon sitting off. No options coming forward, just a bit stagnant. I think there's such a reliance on Madden to be an option, and when she's not, they're really having to work around. We saw there she was covered, so Wang causing the turnover. Grady to Genvy. For me, she's just been best on court today, Genvy. She's done a power of work, especially since losing Newton as well.
Yeah, I agree with that, and I think she's worked really hard defensively, and I think that she's probably got the better of the matchup today of the mid-quarters.
Yeah.
And, you know, we've still got another 15 minutes to go.
We do, yeah. She's just so dynamic. And, well, you know, I think probably wing defence is probably her best position, and they're utilising her in the centre, but
and
she
I think
just gives such a strong defensive presence.
And when you've got the likes of Izzy and Shay and Georgia who can come in and play that really typical wing attack, it just gives Leah that ability to have a really strong defensive game and then just build into the attacking. Nice shot there.
And Fraunfelder finishes off. Cora will go to 31, leading the Magpies 29. Getting a turnover off that centre there. And Fraunfelder just turns and launches, but Cannon caught covered. So Magpies. Dean to Grady. Grady's got that knee very heavily strapped, doesn't she? But certainly moving all right as we see Genvy to Grady.
And we see that Shay Crimmins has rolled back into that wing attack role for the Magpies.
Crimmins to Keane.
And I think this is the attacking setup that they know very well.
Absolutely. You're very familiar with each other, but also very considered. Won't be forced to rush too much, I don't think. So we see Yamansky just miss, and Hanrahan on the end of that. Does well to keep that in and get it to Bayern. Prentice on the move here through Hunter.
Lucky.
Cannon had it. She was able to pull it back in.
She wasn't happy with that, was she? On the sideline, we could see.
There was no one near her. It's always the way, isn't it? They're the ones you drop, as we see Fronfelder miss. So Wang again with another opportunity. Be interesting to see some stats out of this on, centre to goal conversion and turnover to goal conversion.
I think Corowa today, their defensive pressure through that mid-court, Wang are known to be able to move that ball really quickly through. And whilst Wang have had some really great plays, I think they've really struggled to get through that mid-court a lot today. So I think the defensive pressure has been great from Corowa.
It definitely has. And as we said, Brooke Cannon, she's athletic, but she's quite tall. So, a wing attack, nice tall hands in the air and makes it hard to get past. Fronfelder to Bayern, just waiting. And again, Thorpe in the front position. Madden, footwork call there. I would love to see Madden on the move. Starting to come out of the circle.
Yeah, I think
just
just need
do
to
something
change it
different.
up. Yeah,
try and get Thorpe to come with her and Fronfelder, see whether she can lose her defender on the way back in. Need to do something different down there as we see Genvi regain possession. Crimmins to Keane. Just beats the hands of Hunter. Yeah. Umansky strong in the air on that one. Finishes off for Wang. They go to 30. And it's a Wangaratta centre. So starting to tighten up here. We've gone at 6.5 minutes on the NZ Albury time clock. And Michelle was just saying before, we haven't seen Izzy Newton come out of the rooms either. So,
and she's not someone who, she probably has a live stream on right now in there, but she's not someone who likes to miss out on watching. No. So I think that she's probably having some treatment and
pain relief. Hopefully, she looked like she was in a bit of pain. So certainly sending our best wishes to Izzy. Fingers crossed it's not serious, and we see her back on the court this season. Keen, quick little one off to Umansky. Makes no mistake, it's even. Stevens, 31 goals apiece here at about the halfway mark of the final quarter.
And I think this is the first time all game that the score has been even. And I think what we will see now is a bit of a surge from the Maggies, but whether or not they can stay in control, disciplined and work that ball through. And Corowa, I think, just probably need to keep doing what they've been doing all game because it's been working. See a bit of a defensive setup here from the Pies.
And again, looking to Madden, just knowing she is covered there. Fronfelder comes down with the ball.
Finishes it off. And she's had to carry quite a lot today. And I think
she's done a power of work in front,
hasn't she? Two on one there. Again on Amanda, we just push that ball up from the baseline throw in.
Keen.
That's a better pass there. That's a nice feed.
Good hold from Umansky too. Calling for it out in front. Takes Wang to 32. It's 32 goals apiece. Just looking at some other results today. We've got the Rovers 63 leading Wodonga 59. That's a close game. Yeah. Rovers, Kim Borgia in for them today, I understand.
Yeah, so and she makes such a difference for them, her leadership and experience out the front.
Raiders 64 over Myrtleford 36 at this stage. I think that game is actually, they'll be close to being done. And Yarrawonga 48 over Albury 21. So probably other results going as expected. The Rovers Wodonga game certainly close and absolutely nothing in this one, 32 goals apiece. So
I think the Magpies have the experience here to hold off and take the pressure.
Absolutely.
And I think this is the first time they've taken the lead for the game.
Certainly belonged. Yeah, it probably is actually. So Crewmans back to Grady. And we saw that in the game against North Albury earlier in the season where it was tight. North came back. It was that wet day and Wang's experience. They were able just to settle when they needed to. As you see, pinpoint pass again. Finds Umansky. Wang go to 34, leading Corowa 32. We've gone 9.5 minutes. So if Wayne can get the win here, it just keeps them in touch of Raiders who look like they've got the win. Yarra hot on their heels. They'll go a game clear of North Albury, and North will stay a game clear of Corowa if they can't get up. So
it's a great feat there.
Found some beautiful space. You just sense Wang really starting to lift here, build some momentum. 35 plays 32.
And I think Wang are, they're pretty unhappy with their performance against Lavington last week.
I would imagine they would have been really
not happy.
Yeah.
And I think, that was great performance from Lavington, but also probably some learnings for Wang, so they'll really want to finish off strong here. But Corowa, I'm not putting them away yet. I think they have had a fantastic game and can really...
Yeah, they can certainly, and Sophie Hanrahan, you see hunting. Once she's on the move, you can be in trouble at Yamansky settling under the post there.
And a great look-away pass from Kelly there.
It's gone to 4 goals, 36 plays 32. And I think for Wang, if they can get this job done here today, it's a gutsy win. I mean, it was a tough game anyway, nothing in it. To lose Izzy early and to be able to bounce back. Look, they're very lucky. They have great depth and great versatility, but still can be very unsettling for a side. And as you said, off the back of a loss last week, they'll be certainly wanting to make amends. So 33 plays 36.
And
Wang
4 minutes is still a long time. If that's what we're looking at, around 4 minutes left.
Yes, it is a long time. Crimmins at the ball. She won't make a mistake. Kelly Keane. Oh, and
great
there's the work
there
of Hanrahan. And Yamansky likewise tries to get the turnover. Corowa on the move. Hanrahan trying to create some drive. Hunter. Kennedy, Frauenfelder back to Prentice. Umpire found an obstruction call at the top. And Katie Dean coming through with the chase and Hunter offside as she tries to retrieve it. So both sides just throwing absolutely everything at this game. Grady found Keane coming out.
It's getting into that stage where I'm watching and I can't talk.
Hectic. It certainly is getting hectic out there.
Nice pass there.
Keane to Crimmins, and she'll just settle and wait. And Byron coming through. Can't pull it in, but does enough to keep it alive for Prentice. And again, she is on the move. Byron at the top. And just the pass to Madden wasn't well placed. Very lucky to get away with that with the baseline throw in. Madden, there we go, finding some space on the move. And again, calling for it. So Madden for Corowa takes him to 34. We're back to 2 goals, 34 plays 36. It's Corowa centre pass. Frauenfelder. See the Corowa girls on the sideline, they're up and about. Hunter settles, goes to Frauenfelder, goes back to Hunter. She takes a couple of attempts but pulls it in. Frauenfelder finding some space. No one on circle edge that she can get it to. Big reset to the line to Prentice.
Oh, Leah nearly had that.
Oh,
there it is again, nearly.
Aerial ability, yes.
Oh, Katie
Dean again on the low one. And we know how dangerous she is on that. She just gets her hands to so many of those balls. Wang on the move. Grady to Genvy. They're happy just to work it and play it safe. Crimmins back to Thorpe. Draws Prentice up, but creates some space for Genvy for the 1-2 with Keane. And the look away from Keane to Yamansky. Not a well-placed Yamansky headbutted the post then, I think. Hanrahan to Prentice. About a minute and a half to play. Hanrahan to Prentice. They need to get it down there. There's not long left. And I can't remember whose centre it is either.
Me either.
I think it's Wang's. Byron. Frauenfelder coming in, a little 1-2. Oh, and Madden opened up late, but they didn't see her. She on the move. And again, there's the 2-on-1. It's difficult to find her, but they do. And she thought she'd set up wrong, stepped in, and a footwork call. So just the pressure of the moment. And Byron got the turnover there. Genevieve tried to jump on the loose ball, but umpire said, and Katie Dean, hasn't she been outstanding? She has been an absolute saviour in this second half.
Yeah.
Actually all game, but she's certainly come alive in the second half. Everyone's up. There's about 30 seconds to play. Grady finds Crimmins long. Genvi on the run. Keeps it away from Hanrahan, but a repossession call.
Oh, that's unlucky.
And the umpire says hold time. Hanrahan. Umansky in front of her, but Corowa just needing to settle here. And they need to get it in. They're really going to lose time. Bayern, Fronfelder, she needs to turn and shoot. And I think that's also cost them a little bit today at times, where if Indy can pull a defender off Lou, then the little pass might be on, but that hasn't happened much. So Fronfelder, late goal. 35 plays 36. It is Wangaratta getting over the line by 1 goal in this round 16 game. We knew it was going to be an absolute cracker, and it absolutely was. Big news, obviously, and devastating news for Wang, being that Izzy Newton went down with what looked like a knee injury. We haven't heard anything more on there, but certainly keeping fingers crossed and hoping that Izzy gets back. But a gutsy win from Wang, obviously off the back of a disappointing loss last week to Lavington. They've been able to come out. They were challenged. I don't think they led until late in this game, and Corowa challenged them at every point. But Wang able to steady and show their experience, I think, in the end, get them over the line as we get our McRae Motors Player of the Day over here. Here's Aaliyah Genvi from the Wang Magpies. Yep.
I haven't done this before.
Congratulations, Leah. A gutsy win, a tough win. Really, really tough game. Obviously, the huge news, Izzy Newton going down, but to be able to rally and play out the next 3 quarters, huge.
I'm puffing, can you tell? Haven't played a full game probably at all this year, maybe in wing defence. So, yeah, huge blow for Izzy to go down. She's like my calm down in that attack end, so I kind of had to bring the calm today. But, yeah, credit to Corowa. I knew they were going to come out and they played amazing. So, I'm really happy with the team, how composed we stayed in the end. So
yeah, and I guess after Izzy, did you guys come together? Did you sort of talk about having to really just settle it and focus on playing out the game now and trying to put that to the side?
To be honest, I was over with Iz, so
you didn't hear what they said.
In the end, it was just like, come on, girls, let's keep pushing, let's do it for Iz, and that's all that was really said. So I'm glad that we got to do that for her, because she'd be shattered.
Yeah, we were saying that it's a bit worrying that she hasn't come out, but she's probably in the rooms on the live stream watching what's going on.
Knowing Iz, she would be, but yeah, she looked like she was in a bit of pain, and Izzy's pretty tough.
She is, that's what we said. And I'm not sure I've seen a better display of sportsmanship and teammateship than when Amanda Umansky just picked her up and just carried her off the court. She wasn't waiting for anyone. I love it. It was fantastic. Well done. It keeps you in touch. Raiders look like they've had the win over Myrtleford, but it keeps you in touch, keeps you a game clear of Yarrawonga, who've had a win today, and obviously really wanting to try and cement a double chance in that top 3.
Yeah, absolutely. I think any team in that top 5 will be looking for that top 3, because it's so tight. We just wanted to keep pushing after last week. We didn't have our best game, and all we can do is put our best foot forward. We did that today, so I'm pretty happy.
Well done. It was a fantastic game. You guys timed your run to perfection to come over the top. So congratulations. Take a breather, and well done, and good luck for the next couple of rounds leading into finals.
Thanks, Tab.
Well done, Leah
No
Genvi. Just going to grab a quick snapshot of Leah for some socials. Well done. Well, Rochelle, we had an absolute cracker, and we know there's Leah's #1 fan coming up for a hug. We know the next 2 games, or the next two rounds, are going to bring some cracking games. Next week, we're going to cover Yarrawonga hosting North Albury, so expect that one to be really tight, and then back to see Wang and the Raiders in the final round. So we've got some really, really good games coming up between these top 5 sides in the lead up to September.
And how good is finals going to be this year? I can't wait.
I think, as Leah said, she hit the nail on the head. Every one of those teams in the top 5 can win it. It is just so open, and I guess all these teams know they're going to have to bring their best if they want to get to a grand final and then go on to win it, but really healthy for the competition.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, thank you for joining us today. It's been great.
Thanks,
as always.
Tam.
We'll see you again in a couple of weeks, hopefully, and passing our best wishes to Iz. We're all thinking of her and fingers crossed for her.
Thanks, Tam.
Thanks, Shell. This has been O&M Live, and on O&M Live you won't miss a thing.
What's your future look like? Where do you want to be? Whatever it looks like, with GoTAFE, you've got this. Get real skills for real jobs and careers right now. Search GoTAFE today.
At 2AY, we're your home of live sport. Every weekend we bring you the best live broadcasts of the Ovens and Murray football and netball. Listen this weekend on your radio or the 2AY app.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community.
.0% alcohol. This changes everything.
Rewrite the rules. Carlton Zero.
Price until half-time is on in the locker room. Watch Friday night AFL footy action live on our big screen and get half-price selected beers until half-time. On now in the locker room at the SS&A.
Pain or injury can stop you from living life to the fullest. Wodonga Private Hospital specialises in advanced orthopaedic services and offers a full range of care from diagnosis to surgery and rehabilitation. Get back to the life you love with our support.
The Ovens and Murray Football League is proudly sponsored by Opal. Thinking packaging? Discover Opal.